Welcome to
Hey, welcome to
Yeah, it's so good to have you here with us today. I'm Anna.
I'm Chloe.
I'm Tim.
I'm Hannah.
And we are here today to talk about some topics. But I was actually just scrolling on our story on Instagram. So if you go to Coffee or Tea Show, like we were asking for topics to talk about. But they should like the. Yes, you should also go like it. Follow us.
Oh,
I mean,
follow
if you're
us.
watching
Shameless
this, like
promo.
you like us already. But anyway, so there was a topic that was submitted. So I guess should we get the topic first, or should we have tea, coffee, or tea first?
Well, we need the phone to get the topic.
True.
Yes.
True. Let's get the topic.
So yeah,
You don't want to
Okay,
think about
all
it.
right.
first. Okay.
Okay, so our very first topic that was actually submitted by someone on our Coffee or Tea Instagram was
Awesome.
yeah, drum roll. Okay, it's cool. It's how to engage with the homeless population.
Ooh.
So yeah, this is really interesting. Yeah, it's
That's
very
heavy.
it's heavy,
Heavy.
but I think it's really important.
Mhm.
And one thing that we definitely want to do on Coffee or Tea is talk about things that really matter. So which is very prevalent for our community and millennial age. Sometimes we might think that we're not capable of making a difference with our community, but we really are. So anyway, with that said,
Yes.
let's get some coffee or tea on this table.
Okay.
All right.
Well, phones.
All right.
Phones away.
Yeah, let's put the
Yeah.
phones away now that we
Okay.
know.
Now that we know the
All
topic.
right.
Yeah.
One last Snapchat.
Or in their social media.
Oh, she's a social media queen, so what did she say?
You know.
Mhm. Okay,
Okay.
ready? What do you want?
I want coffee.
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 Coffee tonight.
I'll have to take tea to balance it out.
All right.
I mean,
Are
three
you
is
ready?
one.
Yeah. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Hey!
The
Yes.
magic. The magic. Thank you.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just
good.
what I needed.
Thanks, Starbucks.
Thank you, Starbucks.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
seriously, thanks, Starbucks. Okay, so let's get to business here. It's not business, but you know.
Let's get down
Yeah,
to business.
Yeah,
Let's get down to
This
the
is our
tea.
business.
Yeah.
Millennial
Do
topics.
you guys have any experience in this topic or this area at all? Like, have you ever volunteered to help homeless shelters or?
I know with my church, we tend to put together like bags to help the homeless out, especially here in Orlando. I know that especially around Lake Eula and downtown Orlando, a lot of homeless people are out there, like just everywhere. And so we actually put together like little bags of like goodies for things that just to give them out. I mean, it'll only last them a couple days normally, but it's a good way of trying to help the homeless out. I know one of these posts on Facebook was women suggested, like, if you have old like handbags that you don't use anymore, of stuffing them, especially with feminine products, because a lot of homeless women don't have access to pads or tampons.
Yeah.
So feminine products and obviously hygiene products, and just handing out these bags that you just don't use anymore, because that's a good way of recycling your bags, and then also helping someone out that might not have something to just carry their stuff in.
Yeah, we had a youth do something similar and featured in one of our bUneke magazines.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is definitely a great idea.
Check out that episode.
Yeah, for sure. I think in this instance, you have to. One of the questions that I ask myself: am I my brother's keeper? I say yes. As decent, kind human beings, we owe it to our brothers and sisters to look out for each other. I mean, there are people that are less fortunate that don't live. They don't have the opportunity to be where we are. They don't have the opportunity to drink Starbucks on a dime.
Right.
I think that when I choose to give, I don't necessarily think about what's going to happen with that money. That's been a hot topic with friends of mine. We've had conversations that well, I don't know what they're going to do with it, but what are they asking for? Are they saying I need food, I need whatever? If I have some spare change in my pocket, why not? It's not going to hurt anything.
Right.
For me, it's either spare change or anything. But something I like to do is, I just did this like a couple months ago. I was driving my sister and her best friend picking her up from school, and there was someone on the side of the road that was like, homeless, please help. So, it was on the corner of a Chick-fil-A. So I drove to Chick-fil-A, got them a meal, and I also had
That's
those
awesome.
free, like, you know how they give out those free like meal cards and everything? I had those with it. So I like made a giant U-turn, gave to them, and they had a dog too, so I got the giant water cups.
That's awesome.
So that's what I like to do is, that's another thing too, is when you think about them, like the homeless people, they don't have, you know, like you said, every opportunity and to, you know, live some like standards of living that we get to have.
right.
And, you know, Chick-fil-A, that's probably like a luxury to some people.
Mhm.
So just the fact that I'm able to collect like free cards and stuff like that. And to me, like just a chicken sandwich to them could be like amazing is what I
Right.
just love to do. And, you know, if I have spare change in the envelope, I just love giving them like stuff like that because it really makes their day really happy.
Yeah.
I love that you love doing that.
Yeah.
I have to say, you know, in the society that we're living in now, it's a hot topic, and you know, we have legislators that are actually making laws where it's legal to help them, and I was like,
Which is
what?
good. Legal to help them, not illegal.
No,
Illegal? They're making it
Illegal.
illegal. Yes.
Which is
They're-
not good.
Well, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's always interesting and good to remember too that like these homeless people, that they are people. They are just like us. They've just something like slightly different has happened to them that has put them in this situation. That a lot of people walking around today too are only like a step away from that as well. So
Yeah.
it's not like they're any different from us as well. They are humans. They are just as important as we are. And I think that they
Absolutely.
get kind of tossed away as if their life isn't worthwhile, that their life doesn't have value. And it's like it's the total opposite. I mean, I'm so inspired by people who social media has been kind of cool in this way. I don't really like it when they put like people have like put cameras in people's faces and then like, oh look, I'm helping this person, and like,
Yeah.
but yeah, there are people who are out there giving haircuts to people to help them with their self-confidence, to say, hey, like, I know you're like in a bad way, but this does not create your identity. This isn't how
Right.
you know.
If you know anyone, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it just popped in my head, but if you know anyone that is doing something like that, please let us know, please comment, because I want to talk about them. You know, there's so much going on in the world. We can easily talk about all the negative, but there's so much positivity out there.
Speaking of positivity, something else I like to do is like what Anna said, you don't really know their story, you don't know what they're going through. Whenever I give back, I also like to give them a positive note, a positive message, just to let them know that it's going to be okay and that people are there for you. When I gave that homeless lady their Chick-fil-A, I actually wrote a note and they're saying,
That's awesome.
there's going to be a plan for you. Don't worry, hang in there.
That's really
So
great.
without just spreading, you know, food, money, and stuff like that, I think just spreading positivity as well is just so important, because you don't know what they're going through. Everybody else has a different story, and just I think mental health is just as important as regular health.
Absolutely, yeah. I've got a
Be the
good
change.
friend. Yeah,
Be the
absolutely. Yeah, I've got a good friend who also, Tamara. She works for transition projects in Portland, in Oregon, and like I wish she was here to talk a little bit about what they go through. And I like the name of the entire organization is Transition Projects, so that you know it is not a permanent thing. It's like it's a part of a process, you know, like there's so many wonderful people that they are able to stabilize their situation and they're able to find employment again, or you know, feed themselves or whatever it is that they're having trouble with. And there's different, like a whole range of what homelessness means and everything. So it's like whether it's a mental health issue or whether they're in a place that, you know, they need just help with getting a job or just housing, whatever it is. It's such a spectrum. So I think it's just always important to like recognize that they're just like us. But yeah.
Speaking of transitioning and being the change, we'd
Yes.
like to thank bUneke magazine
Absolutely.
for sponsoring us and
you.
putting
Thank
on
you.
this show. If you want to check out more incredible stories, you know, just like the people we interview on this show, you should definitely check out this magazine, bUneke.com. It's a free read online, amazing content. I definitely recommend you see it. And like we said before, thank you so much to Starbucks for sponsoring us for amazing coffee and tea. Yes, thanks.
Thank
And
you.
before we go, don't forget to comment,
Like.
Subscribe.
And share.
and share. Facebook, Instagram, bUneke.com. We're everywhere. Thank you so much for watching,
Yes.
and we'll see you guys next
Yes.
time.
Thank
See
you
ya.
so much.
Tell us your thoughts.
Yes,
We'd love to
yes.
hear them. Thank you. And thanks for the suggestion too. This was good.
Yeah,
good.
Good,
Good.
good topics.
So
Thank
much
you.
more could be said on it too.
Mm.
We aren't
I
done
know.
talking
Seriously.
about it.
I know.
Ask more
Maybe
questions.
Thanksgiving.
There's definitely
Yeah.
more to be spoken
I guess
about.
we weren't done yet.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like in the future.
In the future.
more
Stay
questions.
tuned.
Stay tuned. If you know
continue.
more, yeah, to help us, let us know what your thoughts are so we can improve our own knowledge too. Because
Yeah.
clearly we need to learn a bit more too. So,
Bye.